What do you hear? What do you say?
License and registration.
How about if I give you one of these instead?
I'm wearing a vest.
Oh, yeah? If I shoot, it's going in your brajo.
You're a real sick fuck, you know that?
Daddy boy.
The Sopranos is more than just a show about the mafia. It's a groundbreaking exploration of power, loyalty, mental health, and the struggle to keep it all together. Here are the top 10 weird but true facts. Be sure to stick around to the end for a bonus fact. Number 1. James Gandolfini, celebrated for his humility, kindness, and dedication to his craft, became a household name as Tony Soprano. However, the intense public attention surrounding The Sopranos, coupled with the emotional toll of portraying such a complex character, proved to be a heavy burden. In 2002, during filming, the pressure became overwhelming for Gandolfini. He disappeared without notice, skipping scheduled shoots and going off the radar for 4 days, leaving producers in a state of panic. The situation finally resolved when the production office received an unexpected call from Gandolfini in Brooklyn, calmly requesting a car to come pick him up.
You ever heard of the Masada? For 2 years, 900 Jews held their own against 15,000 Roman soldiers. And the Romans? Where are they now?
You're looking at him, asshole.
Number 2. Many of Paulie Walnut's storylines were inspired by Tony Sirico's real life. Before Sirico became Paulie Gualtieri on The Sopranos, he had a history as a criminal. His rap sheet included 28 arrests, outnumbering his 27 acting credits at the time. The parallels didn't stop there. Paulie's obsessive cleanliness and unique living situation were directly pulled from Sirico's own life. "I lived with my mother for 16 years before she passed," Sirico explained. David Chase knew that going in, and it became one of my storylines.
You're late.
Well, tomorrow I can be on time. But you'll be stupid forever.
Hey, sit down. Sit the fuck down and shut up.
Number 3. When Steven Schirripa received his first script and noticed all the fat jokes Tony directed at Bobby, he initially thought he had been miscast. After all, he wasn't much larger than James Gandolfini. However, just days before filming, he was fitted with a fat suit, which he wore throughout the early seasons. By season 4, I guess David Chase decided I was fat enough on my own, so he let me ditch it. Schirripa joked in an interview.
"Where's that fucking money go?"
It's gone.
Have a fucking tray in there!
I was hungry.
Son of a...
Number 4. The story Feach LaManna recounts about Tommy Pinto killing a longshoreman simply because the man refused to give up his favorite seat at a bar is more than just a chilling anecdote. It's rooted in real-life mob history. The incident is based on an event involving Nicodemo, aka Little Nicky Scarfo, the infamous former Philadelphia crime boss. Scarfo once murdered a man under similar circumstances.
You drove Tommy Pinto?
I was at the clam broth house the night he beat that longshoreman to death over a corner table.
Number 5. The Bada Bing scenes were filmed at a real strip club in New Jersey. While The Sopranos used a mix of on-location shoots in New Jersey and New York and sound stages at Silvercup Studios in Queens, the iconic Bing wasn't a set piece. Those scenes were shot at Satin Dolls, a gentleman's club located on State Route 17 in Lodi, New Jersey. If you're enjoying this content, please support the channel by hitting the like button. Thanks. Now back to the countdown.
You gonna cry now?
Number 6. FBI agents revealed to The Sopranos creative team that on Monday mornings, all anyone could talk about was the latest episode of the show. Even more surprising, wiretaps from the weekend captured real-life mobsters obsessing over it too. As Terrence Winter claims, we'd hear that real wise guys thought we had an insider. They couldn't believe how accurate the show was. Number 7. In a subtle moment from a Season 3 episode, Tony Soprano hosts a party at his home. At one point, he opens a mirrored door, and for the briefest moment, the reflection of Salvatore Pussy Bonpensiero appears in the glass. Pussy's image is simply there, fleeting and unacknowledged, before vanishing. The significance is striking for the earlier events of the show. Pussy, once one of Tony's closest allies, was executed by Tony and his crew after being discovered as an FBI informant.
Sit.
In another world, Pussy might have been a guest at that party. Instead, he lingers only as a ghost in Tony's memory, reflected for a fleeting second in the glass. Number 8. In 2011, Tony Darrow, whose real name is Anthony Borghese and who portrayed Larry Baris on The Sopranos, was revealed to have ties to organized crime when he became involved in arranging a violent mob assault.
Larry, what the fuck are you doing here? I thought you were under house arrest.
I'm gonna say, hey, fuckstick. They ever show you these in medical school? They're called balls.
Borghese was accused of enlisting members of the Gambino crime family to help collect a $5,000 debt from a man who refused to pay. The mobsters agreed and carried out a brutal beating, leaving the victim with a broken jaw and ribs. When charged, Borghese pleaded guilty but managed to avoid prison through a plea deal. As part of the agreement, he was required to produce a public service announcement warning about the dangers of associating with organized crime. Number 9. In 2001, as Season 3 of The Sopranos aired, 16-year-old Robert Eiler, who played Tony Soprano's son AJ, was arrested in New York alongside 3 other teenagers on robbery charges. According to the victims, Eiler and his friends confronted them on the street and demanded money. Eiler initially pleaded not guilty, and HBO declined to comment on the situation. Facing the possibility of up to 15 years in prison, the young actor avoided incarceration by accepting a plea deal. Number 10. Satrial's Pork Store is one of the most iconic locations, serving as a central hub for many of the show's most memorable scenes. When HBO greenlit the series, the producers opted to lease a storefront in New Jersey and transform it into an authentic Italian butcher shop. For all 6 seasons, the show's pork store remained rooted in this same location. After the series concluded, however, the building was demolished. Now for a bonus fact. Initially, David Chase didn't envision Tony Soprano as an especially ruthless character. However, as Chase explains, James Gandolfini showed me early on just how much of a prick that guy would have to be.
What the fuck do you know about it?
You motherfucker.
The first day we shot, there was a scene where Christopher said he was going to sell his story to Hollywood. In the script, it said, Tony slaps him.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
But when we shot it, all of a sudden Jim was out of his seat. He picked Michael Imperioli up by the neck, had him almost off the ground, and I thought, of course, that man's a motherfucker. He's really a dangerous person. He's not a fun guy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like and subscribe button and check out more interesting videos on this channel. See you next time.
Motherfucker.
What?
Nothing. I'm gonna marry the girl, for Christ's sakes.
As of the wedding day, anything that touches a pussy is off limits.